Ahoy there, my lovely Rizzy server friends. Thank you so much for requesting this cameo from me. Thank you for being who you are. Thank you for supporting the Rizzy Discord. We're together on this, spreading the chaos in the fandom with this really strange but beautiful ship that you guys have created between Roach and Izzy. So many people don't like it. It's amazing. So many people are like, I don't see that happening. But I'm the first one to go, yes, why not? I think it's a very natural fit. Because if there's one person that Izzy would turn to when he's injured or sad or just needs some comfort, it's Roach, right? Because Roach will give him some tough love. Roach would be like, hey, come here, I need to fix you. Fuck you, eat a cupcake. And then Izzy would respond with, oh, fuck off, which is his way of going, I love you, right? So I think this is just the perfect chaos combination of people who are chaotic, want to survive, and are kind of tactically aware of where they are. So thank you guys for shipping Rizzy. I am supporting you guys all the way. We'll see if there's any of that happens or is called out to in season 2. But thank you for your request. You guys said that there's 21 of you who want to say thank you for Roach. Thank you for who you are. And you want to know if I can share any thoughts I have on Roach's backstory. Well, interestingly, I didn't get much information on Roach, okay? When I got the part, it was just basically he's the ship's cook and surgeon. And he's kind of, a bit shifty, but also slick, and has seen a lot of ships in his life. So I was like, okay, boom. That's a lot of information to just dive into. This guy has seen a lot. And so for me, the key was the name Roach. I'm like, let me make him like how cockroaches are, which is all about how can I live as long as possible, but also cause fear in other people just by being a little creepy. So that informed my decision to give him a softer side of a backstory. Like he started out, in northwestern Africa, which is where I'm from. I wanted him to be from there. And back then you had the Berber pirates who sailed with the Spaniards, and even you had the Redbeard, which was one of the most infamous pirates from that region who scared the Spanish and the Turkish and all that stuff. So I think Roach started out, very nice kid in his village, whatnot. Had his mother's sash, right? Which is what he keeps up to this day. The sash he wears around his apron, his mom's sash. I'm convinced his mom gave it to him. And had these little talisman necklaces that his mom gave him, which is very much in my culture. When you're born, you get a little talisman necklace, which is basically a leather pouch with inside some kind of inscription of protection or, good luck. So he had those two things, but then at some point, he just wanted adventure. He just wanted to get out and see the world. And so he got swept up with the Spanish, ended up on some Spanish ships, probably to be useful back then, because they saw you as a Moor slave or whatnot. He was like, fine, I cook. And he learned all these dishes from the Spanish. He learned how to make tapas. He learned from the French. He learned how to make little chouquettes and baguettes and all these little treats. And learned really quickly that life at sea is pretty dangerous, and unless you're proving to be essential, you won't survive. And he's all about survival. So he decided not only to be the cook, be good at it, because if you see some of the desserts and dishes, if you watch season 1, you'll see that what he makes is actually high quality. So he not only decided to be a good cook, but also to become a doctor, which is a very needed, essential role on ships. So I think that's how he, started out, and just kind of went from one Spanish ship to another and eventually ended up in the Caribbean. But working for others never was his thing. He wanted to be free, he wanted to have adventure, he wanted to do his thing. So lo and behold, he's in the Caribbean. He comes across this fancy man wearing his fancy clothes with this brand new ship that hasn't seen the light of day. Just asking, I'm looking for a cook. Do you cook? And Roach probably yes, I know how to cook. What do you want? Can you make 40 orange cakes? Yes, I can, whatever, sure. I'm a doctor also. Oh, you're a doctor. Where did you study? At the University of Doctorship Studies. I was like, oh, I've never heard of that. That's lovely. Yes, can I just get on this ship? So that's probably how Roach got hired with Steed. And ever since then, just been on the ship as the cook, as the surgeon. And I think, kept his mom's sash as a souvenir back home and his, talisman necklace as a souvenir of where he started out. But he wants adventure. And so when you ask me, what informs my acting choices when I'm playing Roach, It's that desire that he has inside to be a pirate and to, have action and cause chaos, but at the same time being very aware of his surroundings. That's why I made him like a cockroach, and that's why I have those tattoos. Because yes, there's 3 of them that I asked Nancy, the makeup lady, to put on me. They're from the Amazigh tribe, which is in Northwest Africa, which I feel Roach would have come from. And so one of them is the protection symbol, which is the kite tattoo. The other one here is a fly symbol. And the third one out here is a cockroach symbol. And I wanted him to have the fly, protection, and roach because for me, it's all about survival. It's all about being very aware of your surroundings. And it's all about, roaches can be scary. It's also about having that edge of, trying to scare some people out. So whenever I get a scene with my dialogue, my first job as an actor is to, what's the scene about? Where are the jokes? How can I make it funny? But at the same time, what would Roach do? And because he's all about surviving, I immediately break down the scene by trying to identify who or what is the threat in this scene, and how can he survive. And so immediately you'll see, like when I'm acting as Roach, there are moments where I'm very shifty because I'm kind of trying to gauge who I can trust, who I can't trust. But at the same time, putting on this fake bravado of toughness because, hey, I've seen a lot of stuff and I've been on a lot of ships and I'm dangerous, okay? Don't mess with me. But at the same time, he's not. He's only been a cook and a surgeon to survive as long as possible without getting killed. So that is what informs my acting choices. And those are, I think, the things I have with Roach's backstory. Is that he started out really sweet, wanted an adventure, saw all these ships. Ooh, and that scar he has on his shoulder? I was wondering how he got that and how he sewed it up. And this is really funny because during the filming of the pilot, Taika Waititi directed the pilot. And so the moment I, lift my shirt and I go, sewed my shoulder up once after I was stabbed. And Taika made us improvise. So he told Reese to ask me, like, ask him how he did it. So Reese goes, how did you sew it up? And so I started improvising. I go, well, I leaned against the mast and kind of just held it in place and Reese was like, oh, you did that all by yourself, just taking the thread and just needling it. I was like, yes. It's not even my arm. And they didn't keep that, obviously, because it's absolutely ridiculous. But that was like some of the things that you could think about as an actor. Like, what's the backstory? He just found someone else's arm and just like, oh, it fits. And just put it on. Anyway, I hope that answers your question about Roach's backstory and at the same time my acting choices when it comes to playing this character. I want to say thank you so much to you guys for supporting the show, for being so lovely as we wait for news on season 2. We're all super anxious, and I really hope that answers come soon. Thank you for shipping Rizzy. I ship you guys. I stan you guys. Thank you for keeping the chaos going. And Khan is a lovely man, and I would love to kiss him. I would love to kiss him. So hopefully that happens. Thank you guys so much. Take care. Thanks for supporting the show. Thanks for this cameo request, and talk to you guys soon. Bye.